Aging, as we know, is something that we cannot escape, but there is no reason why you can't look as young as you feel. That is where Greenspring Rejuvenation and Medical Aesthetics comes into play.
That's right. They specialize in non-surgical, non-invasive facial and body contouring with little to no downtime, and Dr. Alexander Cadoux joins us with the details. Doctor, pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Alex, Heather.
Such a pleasure. So, I mean, we're talking about really revolutionary procedures here. Yeah. They're ever-changing, they're ever-evolving. How does somebody know that rejuvenation is right for them?
First, sir, if you're happy with your appearance, if you look on the outside like you feel on the inside, enjoy your life, stay away, you're fine. A lot of people get to a certain age where they look older, or they don't relate to who they're seeing in the mirror anymore, or there's a feature or a problem that's bothering them. It's worth coming in and checking it out. A lot of these things are very simple to solve.
And they can do that for free.
That's
Your consultations are all free, which is great news.
Yeah, we encourage people to come in, make sure this is right for them. If not, we'll make other suggestions.
Great. So someone makes an appointment, they come into your office. Describe what that consultation looks like.
Well, you know, it's basically you're put in a private room, so it's, you know, we can have confidentiality, and then we ask people to describe what it is they're not enjoying about their appearance, and then we give them options about what can be done. And in almost all circumstances, there are non-surgical improvements.
So we're talking about Botox and things like that?
Fillers, lasers, sutures that lift the face, all sorts of different techniques, radiotherapy, ultrasound, high-intensity ultrasound, all sorts of things are available now.
What's radiotherapy?
Well, it's actually, in this case, it's high-intensity focused ultrasound, and the device is called Ultherapy Amplify, and we may be able to see some photos later where I can show you the results of that. They're quite dramatic.
Oh, let's do.
Yeah, let's pull up some of those pictures, because people always like to see these before and afters.
I know.
They like to see the results because they're real life. So explain what we're seeing here.
What we're seeing here on the left is a lady who came in and was just looking tired and old. She looked older than her stated age, and she in fact did. There's a lot of loss of volume under the eye. You can see the trough. The cheek is very deflated. I only treated her upper face, and you can see the restored volume. The volume under the eye is restored. She looks much younger. The lower face was not treated, but the skin was lifted just by restructuring the mid-face or the cheek. So we try to get to the cause of the issue.
And now this one.
Now this is something, the first was called a liquid facelift. We lifted the face using injectable fillers. This is a facial sculpture. It's actually a scar repair. This is a woman that had a fairly grievous facial injury on her left cheek, and after a number of treatment sessions, we were able to repair that. So her appearance is obviously very appropriate.
Night and day.
Just done with fillers.
In this case, it was fillers and lasers, yes.
Wow, that's awesome. And with little downtime,
none at all.
Like. Okay, so here's another one.
Now,
looks
this
like a neck lift.
Yeah, it does. But in fact, this is done with a product called Cadoux, and Cadoux permanently destroys fat. So the picture on the left is done before, and you can see there's some jowling and some fat under the chin. And on the right, that's 6 treatments later. The treatments are 6 to 8 weeks apart, and that fat is permanently destroyed. It will not come back, and you'll see the jowls and the neck are much better.
Just the profile, the improved, you know, appearance of under the neck, it really makes a difference.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it takes years. I would say that's more than 10 years right there.
That's right.
And when you look in the mirror and you feel better and you feel younger, I truly believe you act younger.
That's right.
This one's dramatic too.
This is a lady who was told, I think understandably, that she needed a facelift. And in fact, the picture on the left shows a lot of volume loss under the eye, in the cheek, and in the chin. You can see the jawline is indistinct and is drooping. There's lines on the neck. We did 2 procedures. This we call non-surgical facelift. Actually, she had 3 procedures. She had dermal fillers, where I corrected the volumes under the eye, in the cheek, and in the chin. And so those have been restored to their original youthful plumpness. She had something called Ultherapy Amplify, which is done on the neck and the lower face, and you can see the lines in the neck. The neck is lifted and tightened. And then she had laser to improve her skin. So we combined and integrated a number of different non-surgical treatments, no downtime, she could go right out to lunch. And with those procedures, we're able to give her a 30 years rejuvenation.
Wow.
She can look in the mirror and say, that's who I am and that's what I'm supposed to look like.
Are some of these procedures relatively new?
Yes, they are. Yeah. Now, the dermal fillers have been around for a good 25 years. Botox also about 25 years. But the dermal fillers keep getting better and better. They last longer and longer. And the other treatments are also relatively
That was clear in some of the photos.
And in the last 20 seconds or so, what is it about this that you love the most?
Well, I've got the best job in the world. Maybe yours is better, but for me, this is the best.
They're both.
No, you help people every day.
It's just artistry. You know, I get to resculpt faces. I get to have people many times in tears because they feel they've got their face back after they've lost it through just decades of aging.
Yeah.
And people feel one way inside. They look in the mirror. They don't relate to that person in the mirror. And when they can look in that mirror and look like themselves again, it's enormously rewarding.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Naturally,
Doctor, thank
too.
you.
You're
Thanks
so
for coming here and
welcome.
for what you're doing.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And if you're interested in a consultation or just curious about the procedures the doctor just talked about, you can check out one of their 2 Greenspring Medical Aesthetic locations, or you can call 529-9665 or just simply visit their website at greenspringaesthetics.com.